Alright, we have the information for the collab units and stuff like that. The collab itself is pretty mid, to be honest. In my opinion, the worst collab we've had. Not in terms of characters, but in terms of content. We're really only getting a boss, like a raid boss. Like if you guys remember the crab, right, where you had to use like mono red or Derriere, and you can only bring one friend. That's what we're getting, but with a boss there. The boss has some cool moves, but that's it. We're gonna go over the skills and stuff like that. So yeah. So first off, we have Amelia. Amelia, in my opinion, is probably the best one, or has the most use out of all of them. Because Rem does the most damage. There's no doubt. She hits hard. Rem does hit very hard, but they're all unknown. So sorry. Right, you cannot use them with Green Gulter, or you cannot use them with Demon Meliodas, but they are very good. I think they all have some kind of thing they can add to the table. So we have Rem here, and her weapon is Puck, like I've been calling it. These are just rough translations, but her passive is actually god tier. Especially if she works in the back. If a hero attacks a unit twice during the enemy's turn, removes your allies' debuffs and freezes the enemy for 2 turns. Basically, if this passive works in the back, if anybody from the other team attack twice, everybody on my team lose their debuffs and that person gets frozen for 2 turns. That is a busted passive. That's so good. Like, this is a passive you want to have, especially if it works in the back. Even you can use her in the front too, because she's very good in the front too. We're going to go over her skills. So she has a new freeze card, which is actually god tier. On rank 1, it just freezes, right? It's not a buff to Red Jericho's freeze card, but on rank 1, it freezes the enemy, but on rank 2, it freezes and does damage like Red Jericho's. So rank 2 and 3 is like Red Jericho's, but on rank 1, it still freezes. So it's actually a pretty broken freeze card, in my opinion. This could just be a buff to all freeze cards, like Merlin and Gustav's. But we don't know that yet. It could be a buff to Merlin and Gustav. Again, we do not know. On her second card, I guess this is silver. Deals on rank 1 or the first skill, but silver, so 2-star. It deals 220% damage to a single target and freezes for 1 turn. If your break the freeze, deals 20% remaining of HP damage. Again, these are just rough translations. With shoutouts to the Korean Jesus, because we wouldn't know what they do at all if it wasn't for translations, right? Her second skill deals 120% damage to all enemies, and after the end of the enemy's turn, reduces 1 ultimate. So she has the same dissolve card as Green Gulter. Very good, very very good. The exact same card as Green Gulter, excuse me, the dissolve card, and her ultimate is the same thing as LV. Like, this girl's entire kit, including her Amelia. Oh, I dropped my water bottle. But Amelia is like, her kit is a meta kit. To be honest, this is someone I would use all the time in PvP. If she's like, basically she's making it that they can only attack once or they get frozen, right? She has LV's ultimate, and she has Green Gulter's card. And she freezes, like, her kit entirely is god tier, bro. I think she is someone you gotta have for sure. Beatrice now. Beatrice is Amelia's sister, the lolly version, basically. This is Beatrice. I should zoom into Amelia too, if you guys did not. You guys can't see her, but this is Amelia. And this is Puck. That's her weapon. So here we have Beatrice. Her passive is, when your allies are an unknown race, increases your HP related stats by 5%. HP related skills. Why does it say your HP related skills? I think this is stats, not skills. Your HP related skills by 5% per ally. When the ally uses a skill, recovers HP by up to 60% of your ally's recovery rate. We'll fix later. Yeah, because in the showcase on the JP side, when they were doing the raid, every single time Beatrice attacked, your entire team like fully healed. Like, they're all very good, but people are just complaining because they don't work with Assault Mode Meliodas or Green Gulter. Like, that's why I'm so disappointed. Because because of her not, or these units not working with Green Gulter or Demon Meliodas or Assault Mode Meliodas, people are gonna say they're bad. Like, no, she's good. She's basically fully healing your team every time she uses a skill. And she does damage with the skill, by the way. Her first card is a single target of what? So her first skill on rank 1, 180%, 270%, 400% on a single target ally, and recovers 40%, 60%, or 100% depending on the ranking of the ally damage though as HP. Her second skill is Despair to all enemies, the same one as the Nashi, Zeldris, and the Levi, right? And Despair obviously heals 15% when crits. Her ultimate deals 525% damage to all enemies and life steals 30%, basically. Okay. Now, Rem is actually a free unit. They didn't put her picture. I don't think so. Yeah, they didn't put their pictures, but she's a free unit. She's an SSR free unit. She's actually pretty good. Like, her passive is, like, increases unknown races basic stats by 20%. Her right there, she works with Merlin right now. After this, Merlin is going to be god tier because the one can't kill her. If you have her, this is the team I'm thinking. Lolly Merlin, this free-to-play Rem if she works in the back, most likely Beatrice, right, for the heals, and then Amelia. Basically with this, it makes it that the enemy cannot attack 2 times. Every single turn, the enemy cannot attack 2 times. Unless for the one, in his case, it would be rank 3, right, or turn 3. But for everyone else, they cannot attack more than 2 times a turn, right? Beatrice would constantly heal you, and then Merlin would just nuke the one before he even gets to turn 3. So think about it. Like, just think about it. Even if you get LCC'd, regardless, Merlin will nuke the one before he gets to turn 3. So that team might be nutty. That's a team I'm going to definitely try out. But you guys, let me know. Let me scroll down. Deals 500%. Oh. I didn't go over her skills, actually. So, her first skill deals 200% damage to a single target. And then on Silver, it actually removes stances and has a stun. It's the same thing as Goddess Liz. So her first card is the same as Goddess Liz's stun card. On rank 2, or her skill 2, she deals 100, 150, and 250% rupture damage to all. Rupture? Bro, she's... Yo, these units are good, bro. People are tripping. These people are actually tripping, bro. They're good. I don't care. They're good. Ultimate deals 450% damage to all enemies and reduces attack related stats by 30% for 3 turns. Pretty good. Yeah, they're all good. I don't know why people are complaining. Now, Rem is unknown, right? Even though she's a demon in the anime, or she has demon powers, I guess. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Her passive increases the hero's basic stats by 5%, and it stacks up to 5, so 25%. Whenever you increase your ultimate gauge by moving your skills, using the skills, or ranking up the skills. It's very good. Right? And then when her ultimate gauge hits max, she basically recovers 30% of her HP. So her Beatrice, like, I'm not going to cap. If people know how to play the game, Beatrice will most likely, like, I'm not going to say these two are going to become meta, but her kit is like a kit you would expect in a meta. Basically, they cannot attack twice a turn, or they get frozen. She has freeze. She has damage, or ultimate gauge, like, I don't get it. And she has LV's ult. She seems like a unit that's going to be meta, in my opinion. Or she seems like a meta unit would have this kit. Her kit is fantastic. Right? I don't know. You let me know. Deals 100. Okay, yeah. Her first skill is an Amplify card. Right? You guys know Amplify 180, 270, 450. Then her second skill deals 130%. What? 130, 190 damage to all enemies and reduces damage received from ultimate move by 20 and 30% for 1 turn. They didn't show gold card stats. Okay. Ultimate deals 360. So she has a shattering. Her ultimate is shattered, same as Blue King, basically. And that's really it. So these units independently are all good in my opinion, but people are tripping. They're all very good. I don't have an issue with any of them. I personally think they're all fantastic units. Like, would I say summon? They're not coming back, so yeah, they're all very good. People are just complaining because they don't work with Green Gotha and stuff like that. Is it 2 skills or attacking? So basically, if Sario uses 2 skills, if like this is good, this is really good. this is a really good passive right here. If they use two, if this works in the back too, easily going to be meta, in my opinion. Because if they use two cards, they freeze, bro. And then I'm a user, bro. I'm gonna use them. I'm summoning on this on global. I'm gonna use them. Might get a JP account just to do some summons and then give it away. To be honest, but we'll see what happens. You guys let me know what you guys think. I'm Zeus and I'm out. Peace.